Hey guys, just wanted to do my reaction video to The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 12, The Key. So, just previous stuff that's happened. Simon, because apparently there's an unspoken tension between Simon and Negan about Negan wanting to scare people into submission and into joining the Saviors because of, of the rebellion from both, Rick and company, and the Scavengers, basically not showing any fear of him, but actually fighting back against the Savior. He just, there are other things where he slaughters all the Scavengers, saying except for Jadis, and doesn't tell Negan about it. There's everybody's still reeling from Carl's death. And now there's the idea of Negan trying to telling everyone there's the fact there was Tara who was wanting to kill Dwight for killing Denise, but he basically but he basically saved but then he basically got into her good graces by leading the saviors who were looking for them away from Tara, and not giving away anybody of their location. So Carl and Tara and everybody from the hill and everybody who survived the Alexandria attack was able to be led to the hilltop for sanctuary because of what Dwight did. But now Negan Society, it's like, hey, let's just take the zombies, cover all our weapons in their blood and guts, and use it as part of a biological warfare against survivors of the hilltop and the kingdom in Alexandria.
The rest didn't walk away. Well, until I got to the woods, kept going. I headed toward the hilltop. I figured our people would be putting up a blockade sooner or later.
Good job. But we pulled the blockade. Have to let the mice play a little, because our people need to get their business in order. You'll see. So,
is he suspicious?
Slug a beer, put on your best vest, and get your ass downstairs, because like I said, we got work.
Consider it thought, but we got scouts scouting, right? Far more expendable soldiers than you, which is not to say you're expendable at all. Listen, ride with me. We make sure you're up to speed on the plan.
Yeah, I wouldn't be one to be around that guy.
Every half mile, waiting to signal each other. I know.
I'm going too. Make sure we're all ready.
I'll go with you.
We should split up. We're covering as much ground as we can.
Isn't that a line that people drop in a horror before everyone dies?
No, not at all. It's a big man's plan. We'll get it done. No question. We've thrown a lot. Rick, Widow, the King. And they just keep coming. Keep fighting. You've seen it. I've seen it.
If you fill the crates with food or phonograph records, I will gladly exchange them for a key to your future.
No, this coordinates for our meeting spot.
Asked him.
If it is a trap, it's kind of obvious.
Which is what could make it a trap.
What if it's someone who actually wants to help?
If someone who's trying to help us and we miss out, we miss out. Someone who's trying to kill us, we die.
Oh. Damn.
What the hell was that?
Who's Negan?
Someone pegged him good. Looked like just one guy from what I can tell.
Damn. Dude, okay. Oh my god, Rick, get out of there. And yet he won't be dead.
These are my friends, Hilda and Midge. And you are? Suspicious. But curious enough to see what I have to offer for food and music. I do hope the records are music. I don't accept spoken word. None for me.
Give us what you have.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I come bearing knowledge to trade. Essential knowledge for the future, primarily in my head, and I prefer to keep that where it is.
You're trading knowledge.
That's what I have. I've won for a very long time. What you have is special, unusual. The dead have brought out our best and worst, and the worst has been outpacing the best lately, but that won't last forever. It won't. If, perhaps, people can believe in people again. For
After what you did to Jadis's people. The hell are you talking about? Scavengers. You killed them. All of them. The whole community just wiped out. See, it's times like this you realize who your true friends are. No one's coming for you.
Alive or dead, somewhere in between. Just because he walked away doesn't mean he's breathing. We can keep looking, maybe find him more alive than dead, but then what? We could face a distasteful moment. Or we could walk away. Get back to our people and make things even better.
Gonna last. Sooner or later, you were gonna meet someone like me. You can't save me. Or my people. Or even yours. You can't save anyone because you don't care about anyone. You use people to bring you food, to sleep with you, to protect you. Get your hands off her.
And he's gone.
this one, no more. In addition, you can have a sizable portion of my food stores. From the looks of things around here, you need it far more than we do. You're given silos, hand-drawn schematics, guides to refining grain, creating lumber, aqueducts, a book of medieval human achievement, so we may have a future from our past. Yes, I know. The originals are in my head, but I made photocopies. Still.
I was wondering when she'd show up.
Well, shit.
Shut up.
The magic of plot armor, which feels like is the only thing that's keeping Negan alive for as long as he has been at this point, or especially in this episode, considering, let's see, he has been run off the road in a car accident caused by Rick, been shot at. He's followed like several stories, and you think he would have like some bullet wounds or some broken legs, but no. And then of course he's found by Jadis because of Simon's actions, which he didn't sanction Simon's actions, of course. He just wanted the scavengers to be scared into submission, just kill a few, just as the standard message and deliver. But Simon's kind of wise enough to realize, like the audience, that they're not going to take the serious crap anymore, so it's very much a kill or be killed situation. Something that Negan seems to fail to accept, especially, and Rick calling him out and saying that what a like selfish, manipulative person is that he cares more about his bat more than his own people, which is why he like lights Lucille on fire, and then all of a sudden, Negan just loses his composure completely, and then all of a sudden wants to straight up kill Rick. Even though, Negan's like this narcissist who makes himself... Negan's like a straight up narcissist, so of course he would make himself out to be this kind of like, I guess almost like a Tyler is, like, they're saving people, and trying to say it's like, oh, far more people have died because of your little rebellion than they would have if they were under my submission. But it's like Rick says, like he was gonna meet some, people were gonna stand up to Negan and stop putting up with his bullcrap sooner or later, and that he couldn't control people forever. And there was always, I think, an uprising, this whole like war against it, an all-out war is going to be inevitable with somebody like him. And now it's gotten to the point where even Simon realizes that, and even Simon's like willing to, get rid of Negan and just convince Dwight to go along and make a martyr out of Negan, to say it's like, oh, they killed our leader, so that's why we have to wipe them all out. We can't try to like coerce them into like co-opt them into our group or anything. It's just no, it's just basically killed or be killed. And it's really strange just seeing Georgie and just coming into this, because it's just, I don't know. I mean, it's like her line like really resonated with me. Just because the political climate we're in, and just because, I don't know, just like, it doesn't even have to be the political climate we're in, or just this horrible thing can bring out the best and the worst, and so far the worst is outpacing the best, but, we keep having faith in people, then they can rebuild, and it feels like this is something that you can't. And I don't know, you just feels like you kind of wonder, like, how has she been managed to survive this long and not kind of been like, and not kind of all been, I guess, like kind of like militarized, or just been able to, I guess because it's just, well, I guess it makes sense if it's just her and Tilda and Mitch just traveling. It's like, as opposed to like this huge three civilization group that they have right now. But you kind of feel like she's, I don't know, maybe because I've been watching these shows for maybe I've been watching this and the spinoff and Fear the Walking Dead for too long. You just kind of feel like they should be a little bit more jaded, or they need to be put through the ringer, or just kind of like living in some little bubble, almost like the people on, Fear the Walking Dead, or I guess like Travis from Dead, thinking like, oh, society's gonna get back to, I guess that's my problem, was like the whole thing was like, oh, society's gonna get back to the way it was, kind of reminds me too much of Travis. I guess like in the early seasons of fear The Walking Dead and just kind of like almost like a naivety to it. But I guess the difference is like his is just more, and maybe they just kind of. But I guess the difference between him and Georgie is that Georgie actually has knowledge and actually has knowledge to pass on to different civilizations to actually help them like rebuild and sustain themselves, as opposed to just living day by day. And so it's kind of interesting to, I mean, I don't know, is hinting that this is supposed to be like the last season of Walking Dead, or maybe like the second to last season, because if it almost feels like it's like there's been like so many situations. I know there've been enough situations on this show where it's like they've tried to, well, I guess like they tried to find a little niche and like a place to live and prosper, but then it's like it always goes to crap like sooner or later. So it's like you kind of wonder, like you can't help but be a little bit skeptical, but as to like whether this is really gonna avert that trope. So, and also kind of wondering, like, what kind of torture is Jay is gonna put Negan through, which I'm sure he'll inevitably escape, trying to fight his way back to the Savior outpost and figure out about his Simon basically Simon and Dwight basically leaving him to die and realizing that he's losing his influence and power. And it's an interesting other than a straight up Saviors versus Alexandria Hilltop Kingdom survivors. Now it's just more like politics, power plays and politics, and it'll be interesting to see where that subplot goes, at least for Negan anyway, because I think we all know is that he can't, that the way things are going for him, like if he's not, I would be shocked if he's not dead by the season finale. But what do you guys think of the episode? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.